Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something we all deal with every single day: AI in customer service. You know, the chatbots, the recommendation engines, the tech that can be both an absolute lifesaver and, let's be honest, a total nightmare. So, let's get into it.
Think about your relationship with Siri or Alexa. It's a real roller coaster, isn't it? One second, you're amazed because it found that one obscure song you were humming. The next, you're about ready to throw your phone across the room because it just completely misunderstands a simple request. This back and forth is really the core of how we interact with AI today. I mean, you've got the dream scenario on one side. Everything is seamless, instant, perfectly tailored to you. And then you've got the nightmare. The mortifying mistakes, the privacy breaches, and that super creepy feeling you get when an ad pops up for something you swear you only thought about. So, how can one technology be both of these things at the same time? Okay, let's start with the good stuff. When AI is working perfectly, it's not just a tool, it's almost like a partner. And there's actually a term for this. It's called value co-creation. It's basically the secret sauce that makes us love AI when it gets things right.
So, what exactly is value co-creation? Well, think of it like you and the AI are on the same team. You give it information, what you like, what you've bought, what you've watched, and in return, the AI uses that to create an experience that's way more personal and useful than what you'd get otherwise. It's that moment Netflix recommends a show and you end up loving it. That's a total win-win. And this whole process follows a pretty clear path. It all starts with what we call the enablers. These are the brains of the operation, things like machine learning. Those brains then power the interface that you actually interact with, like a chatbot. And that interface delivers the offerings, the speed, the convenience, the personalization, all with the ultimate goal of making you a happy, loyal customer.
And when all of those pieces work in harmony, the benefits we get are huge. We're talking everything from supercharged search results and spot-on recommendations to, believe it or not, even a sense of social companionship. The bottom line is, when AI is good, it is really, really good.
But of course, for every bright side, there is a shadow. For every amazing moment of value creation, there's the risk of its evil twin, something researchers call value co-destruction.
Value co-destruction is that feeling of just pure frustration when a customer service bot sends you in an endless loop. It's that spike of anxiety you feel when an ad is just a little too personal. It's anytime the AI interaction actually makes your life worse. A complete lose-lose.
And the risks here are pretty serious. We're talking about everything from general anxiety about technology and major privacy issues to a real sense of losing control. And if you look closely, you'll notice these are almost the perfect negative mirror images of all the benefits we just talked about. So this brings us right to the heart of the matter, the great AI paradox. This is that confusing, jarring moment when the helpful and the harmful parts of AI crash right into each other, and we're left not really knowing how to feel about it.
The classic example is the personalization privacy paradox. Look, we all want those cool personalized experiences, right? But to get them, we have to hand over our data. And the more data we give up, the more we start to worry about our privacy. It feels like you just can't have one without giving up the other.
And hey, this isn't just a hunch, it's a real, documented thing. Research going back years shows that the more we understand how our data is being used, the more transparent companies are, the less we actually want the personalized stuff it creates. It is a classic catch-22.
And that really is the question, isn't it? How can the exact same technology that makes our lives so much easier also feel like it's stepping way over a line? This is the fundamental problem that both companies and all of us are trying to figure out right now.
So, are we just stuck, doomed to be caught between amazing convenience and creepy privacy invasions forever? Well, not necessarily. The key is to find the right balance. And thankfully, there's a framework that can show us the way. Okay, check this out. This chart lays out the whole problem perfectly. In the top left, you have the absolute worst-case scenario. You don't get much convenience, and you feel like you've lost all control. The top right, well, that's where a lot of us live now. Great convenience, but with a side of major privacy concerns. The goal,
The real sweet spot is that bottom right corner, ideal personalization, where we get all the convenience we want with a minimal sense of losing control. The big question is, how do we actually get to that ideal state? Well, the answer is pretty clever. You have to be strategic. You have to use AI's biggest strengths to fight its biggest weaknesses. For instance, if the main problem is that people are worried about their privacy, the solution is for a company to provide rock-solid privacy assurance. When a company can genuinely guarantee your data is safe and being used responsibly, it directly fights back against that fear of losing control. Or what if the problem is just information overload? You're just getting bombarded with stuff. The solution isn't just more personalization, it's smart personalization. A good AI shouldn't be a fire hose. It should be a really good filter that saves you from all the noise. And what about when an AI just feels cold, robotic, and inhuman? The fix for that is a concept called anthropomorphism. It's a fancy word, but it just means strategically giving the AI some human-like qualities. You know, like a chatbot that has a friendly name or a bit of a personality. It suddenly feels less like a machine and more like a helper. And finally, to fight that feeling of social alienation you can get from talking to a machine all day, the solution can be to design AI specifically for social companionship. And this really shows you the big picture. For almost every problem that AI creates, a smarter, better designed AI can actually be the solution. All of this is pointing to a much larger conversation about our own future. This stuff goes way beyond just getting better shopping deals. It's about how we're going to live with the technology that is becoming more and more a part of our daily lives. The future here isn't a command, it's a conversation. Which leaves us with one last really important thought to chew on. As we keep designing AI to be more empathetic, more social, more human, to solve all these problems, what does that mean for our own humanity? It's a huge question, and it's one we are all a part of answering. Thanks for watching The Explainer.